Hello, this is Manesh Patel from EII Capital Group. Today is March 6, 2001. This is our weekly Ichimoku analysis for the futures market where we cover commodity futures, metal futures, oil and natural gas, everything out there. Okay? Before we begin, this is our normal disclaimer. This is a state this is for educational use only. All charts are either in Thinkorswim, TradeStation, or FreeStockCharts.com. Here are my contact details. If you have any questions, you can contact us through here, or you could go to our website, access our free videos, or give us a buzz on Twitter. Okay, that's a Thinkorswim alert. So let's go straight to the charts. We got a lot to cover. Remember, over here to our left is basically a daily time frame. To our right is our weekly time frame. So let's go and start looking at some futures, and let's just start scrolling down all the futures and go from there. If you look at basically cocoa futures, you could see that basically it's bullish on both the weekly and daily time frame. If you haven't got in it, it's too late to get in it, but it definitely needs to pull back on the weekly too. So wait for it, but this is definitely bullish because you could see it's been going up for a long time, like a lot of the futures have. Light sweet crude oil is still moving up. It's gotten, here's our levels here. 112.90 is our first level, and 125.83 is our next level. So, we've been talking about going long crude oil since it was $82 a barrel. Based on the weekly long-term charts, it's moving up progressively, really good. It got to our first level, which was about $90.11, broke for that level, and now slowly progressed up, and it's looking pretty good. You could see that it's still going forward very, very strong. Even right now, you could see it's up. So that's still bullish. Cotton, remember cotton's been going strong. You can see cotton still going strong very much. It's bullish in both time frames right now. There's nothing that's pulling back at all. US dollar, you could see on the daily, it's trending down. Okay, if you look at the weekly, this is set up to go down too. Only one problem, Chicago's getting close to price. So this thing really needs to start moving down further. Otherwise, this is going to be the bottom right about here. Okay. So in the next couple of days, it's going to tell us, actually this next week is going to tell us a lot. We're going to look at the mini gold futures in a minute. Feeder cattle still bullish on the weekly time frame. You could see on the daily it's still bullish too because it hasn't broken down the Cajunson. But it's a little consolidating here, little spikes and everything. So volatility is entering the top. So this may be it for right now for a little while as far as the feeder cattle is concerned. Copper, remember copper's been trending higher. The weekly is still very, very good. Notice it's sitting right there on the Tinkinson. The daily is now kind of consolidating at the top. So this looks like it's going to maybe enter its major pullback or a medium pullback as far as the weekly is concerned. But it definitely needs a correction, a pullback, in order to keep on resuming to go higher. Heating oil, remember we've been talking about going long. We've been talking about going long here when it's 2.2037. It got to our first level, which is right here. On our long-term time frame, our next level right here is 3.138. It's about to get there soon, and then the level right after that's going to be 3.565. So this is moving up to all our levels based on long-term charts very nicely. I know it's expensive for some people up north, especially, but the prices are going up for everything out there. This is your coffee futures. You could tell been trending up for a long time on the weekly, and daily still going up. Notice the trend for all the futures pretty much going up, aren't they? Lumber. If you look at lumber, basically it was trending up, came up here, formed a double top, came back here. It's holding its ground right here. This is going to be interesting because this thing can sit there and retest the highs and maybe blow past it. Okay? But it's got to really break down here and then break down here at the Cajunson. So it's at a key resistance level right now. So it's going to be interesting to see what's going to happen in a day or two with lumber. Live cattle is bullish on the weekly trend, and you can see it's consolidating a little here, but it's still holding its ground as far as the Cajunson is concerned. Okay, we're gonna scroll down. Look at natural gas. Look at natural gas. It's basically started a bearish trend on the daily. On the weekly, it looks like a major consolidation pattern, and it actually it needs a major pullback up. So be careful if you're natural gas short. because it's not going to be short for a very long time at all. Um, Orange juice, if you look at the weekly time frame, it's basically trending bullish. Okay, if you look at the daily time frame, it's get a little topsy here with this double top up here, a fake top here, but it has yet to penetrate the Cajunson, so that top double top's not confirmed at all. But you may have a little in here temporarily, and may now start doing a major pullback as far as the weekly is concerned. Palladium, trending on the weekly time frame. Over here, you can see on the daily, it now looks like it's trying to reverse, so that may cause the weekly to enter a major pullback. Platinum is going up, still very strong on the weekly time frame. Not as much as gold and silver, but still there. And if you look here, it's kind of consolidating here at the top as far as the daily is concerned. Okay. Let's go to gasoline, our favorite one. We've been talking about going along right around here, 2.27, where it was going to start going up. It's been going up. It got to our first level here, 2.797, and now it's getting to our 3.14 level, which we've been talking about for the last couple of months. So this is right on target over the levels that we're wanting it to get to. Okay, so unfortunately, this doesn't mean good for us at the pumps, but still. It's a good way you could hedge if you basically trade futures or ETFs or anything gasoline related. If you look at sugar, it's trending. It's entered a medium pullback where it came to the Cajunson and bounced off that. And you can see on the weekly time frame, it looks like it's trying to start a bearish trend on the weekly, which will probably cause this to pull back some more and enter a major pullback on the weekly. Silver has been going up very, very strong. This is probably the metal that's been going up the strongest, more than even gold or anything else out there. And this thing's going up very, very strong. Unfortunately, a lot of people are ignoring this one and looking at gold. But gold's really not breaking out too much. There's gold. You can see gold here is kind of holding its ground here at the 1431 level. It could break it, but you could see silver broke it and it's going up extremely high. So that's where that stands. 30-year Treasury bonds. If you look at 30-year Treasury bonds here, it's basically consolidating. This cloud's holding these bond prices up so they don't keep on going bullish completely. However, in the next couple of days, there's going to be a potential of this thing coming out, and if it makes a little move up, it could sit there and become bullish. If you look at the weekly time frame, it's holding its ground here at the major support level. Any movement up is going to start causing it to come back to the Cajunson, which is at 126.03. Okay, this is a little more bullish tilt, I think, right now in a counter trend mode. Corn, you could see, is bullish on both time frames. Soybean oil is bullish on the weekly. Little topsy here consolidating on the daily, so this can cause the weekly to now sit there and possibly enter a major pullback. Oats, you could see, is bullish on a weekly time frame, but it's pulling back to the Cajunson. This is what's causing all this chaos on the daily time frame right now, but it is holding the bottom of the cloud very, very well, so it's going to be interesting to see what happens there. Okay, and then lastly, if you look at wheat, bullish on the weekly time frame, but if you look on the daily, it's getting topsy here. Here's consolidation on the daily. That's it for this week for the futures market. I hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you.